Woke people nowadays seem way too focused on their own opinions, completely ignoring actual facts and other perspectives. In this video, let's take a look at some of their most embarrassing moments. Let's go.
So my poster reads, "Life begins when you understand living women matter more than potential babies."
If it's a potential baby, what is inside of a woman?
It's a fetus?
Is it living?
No.
How can it grow if it's not living?
Actually, that's like saying if an acorn is a tree.
When does the fetus become living?
That's actually a good question, but that line...
Yeah, of course, because you don't know it, because it's living. It's living. No, when is sustainability?
21? About like 30 weeks to born, like...
How do you sustain life? Like, my newborns aren't sustainable. You can't just have a newborn and they just like live on their own, right?
Right.
Is a newborn not worthy of life? Is a newborn not worthy of life?
I think she was so proud after finishing her 3-second art project and then got absolutely destroyed right after.
Factory farming, I agree with you. It produces as much methane as cars. But there animals are not being fed a proper diet. So I agree with you on factory farming. It produces methane. But free-range animals don't produce any greenhouse gases. So you're wearing a belt. That belt, is that belt from leather or is that an artificial?
Yeah, it's vegan leather, yeah.
Okay, but it's leather.
Yeah, it's not someone's skin.
So it's actually an artificial product.
Yeah, it's vegan, yes.
No, it's an artificial product.
Yes.
That's the question I'm asking.
Yeah, no one was shot in the head for my belt.
Yeah, but it is leather?
Yes,
So
vegan
it came
leather.
from an animal?
No, it's vegan leather, so it's a synthetic material and no one was shot in the head,
so
and
that
it's
bit
not
of
someone else's
synthetic
skin.
material you've got, that produced as much CO2 as driving my car from here to Darwin. That's correct.
Can I see the scientific resource for
Well,
that
you've only got to go to WHO, the United Nations WHO website. That will actually show you that for every 500 grams of synthetic material created, it produces as much CO2 as driving 2,000 kilometres.
She complains that producing meat and dairy causes CO2 emission, while wearing a belt that likely caused just as much CO2 to make. Gotta love that selective activism.
In case you're wondering what it's like being transgender under this new administration, I just got my new passport in the mail and they changed the gender to male because of Donald Trump. In case y'all want proof, there's my picture, very and yeah, there's that big ugly M. Yay! Now, mind you, all of my other documents are updated to female, and I've been fully surgically updated to female. But this is what they had to say. The sex was corrected on your passport application. The changes were made for one of the following reasons: to match our record. I had a passport when I was a kid that I used once. So basically, it doesn't matter that all of my other documents say female and that I've had my change surgery. If you've had a passport in the past that displays the opposite sex, then they will not honor your gender change. Just saying male is crazy. Look at me, bitch. This is a direct violation of my rights as an American citizen under the Equal Rights Amendment. It's just a violation of my rights in general. I submitted a passport application that was intended to update my gender marker to female. That exact application is still available on the website to update your gender. Y'all will honor it. Trust. This is only the beginning, babe. Y'all done pissed off the wrong transformer.
If you're not happy with Trump's decision, don't worry. I've got another solution for you. I'm sure you'll love this one.
That flag outside that window and in this very room, the American flag, that's something that unifies us all, and that's why it's up there. The North Dakota flag as well unifies us all as North Dakotans. But the American flag represents the hearts of Americans, and the LGBT flag represents the genitals of certain Americans.
Do you have kids or grandkids? I do have kids.
Young ones, like, say, 5 years old, 10 years old.
They've grown up a little more, 21 and 14.
Okay. Well, just supposing they were, say, 5, 10 years old. And they drove by and they seen that flag and asked what it was. Wouldn't you be embarrassed to tell them?
So, Mr. Walker, if you're not aware, and I think a lot of people in this room are not aware and have come here just because this is a gay issue, I am proudly the first openly elected lesbian in North Dakota. So that is why I'm not paying any heed to your crap. We the people, I'm the people. I live in Minot. I have a taxpayer. I am a person. I get to see myself represented on that flagpole just as much as the people who got the Juneteenth flag last month, as much as the POW MIAs will get later this month. Every single person is entitled to see themselves represented. We are not some group of people who live in San Francisco or Seattle. We are here. We are your elected officials. We are your brothers. We are your sisters. And don't tell me you're not hatred and anger. That's all I feel. I've had to listen to it for days now, as is the mayor and many of my colleagues. It is unacceptable. This city is big enough for all of us. Me having a flag flying doesn't take away anything from your rights and freedoms. But you know what it does for me? It shows me I live in a city that appreciates and embraces me and the people of my community, and that I can live here and feel safe. That's what it does. I'm sorry it doesn't make you feel comfortable, but we're here, we're queer, and we're not going away.
Thank you.
I think this LGBT lawmaker really needs to stay calm when talking to the public about the LGBT flag in City Hall. Well, in the end, Trump handled it anyway.
You create a company that's like close to being a fascist, and then like...
Okay. How am I... Sorry. Let's go through this. How am I a fascist?
Dude, like you...
Can you name one thing I believe that's fascist?
You believe that, like... You on... Oh, shit.
Don't boo, let him think.
But I'm such a bad fascist, I let the people who disagree in open mic to talk to me for 2 hours uninterrupted.
Okay.
This woke college student came in hot, immediately insulting Charlie and his organization, Turning Point USA. But he wasn't prepared for Charlie's speaking skills, and Charlie quickly debunked everything he said.
I'm more like a free speech liberal of the 1970s, not a fascist.
But I just want to say Turning Point USA is a evil company that was funded by thousands of fracking companies, and that just...
No, it's not thousands, but we do have some frackers that give us money. But
yeah, and then all it is making the rich more rich.
Fascism to fracking.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Okay, again, I'm happy to have a debate. I can see you're getting kind of fired up.
I'm sorry.
So, but why are we evil? Like, we're having a nice discussion.
Because
all of a sudden you're calling me like
because
a fascist.
It seems like you just want the rich get even more rich. Like,
we haven't talked about the rich at all. I mean, so... You don't even know my positions on this stuff at all. And by the way, just so we're clear, the wealthiest counties in the country all vote for Democrats. You know that, right? 8 out of 10 of the wealthiest counties in the country vote for Democrats. The wealthiest people, absent Elon Musk, are all on the left. Jeff Bezos, George Soros, Mark Benioff, Mark Zuckerberg, Laurene Powell Jobs. On the left, yes. The richer you are, the more likely you are to be a Democrat and on the left.
The student came in thinking he could prove Charlie wrong, but he clearly didn't prepare enough for the debate.
Like, if you're on the left, I don't think you will ever be this rich.
Well, they are. You know why? Because the left
they're not.
No,
because they're not.
The left is a scam. The left uses
How is this?
Let me tell you why. It's a good question, actually. The left uses people like you that think that, oh, we're going to fight the rich. Well, they protect their oligarchy. While you guys have to keep on working hard and never own anything, when we conservatives are the ones that actually want to restore the American middle class and bring jobs back to this country.
How would you restore?
Let me finish. The left uses people like you every day, and they use people on you by the trans thing, the abortion thing. Keep voting for us because the fascists are going to take your rights away. When who's funding the left? The richest people. George Soros. Do you know who George Soros is?
Who is funding? Dude, I have never seen a leftist organization come to campus spreading their propagandas.
Well, because the whole university is a leftist organization
spreading
propaganda.
It's liberal.
Charlie nailed it here as always. It's clear this kid has been completely brainwashed by woke ideology. Now let's watch how Charlie absolutely destroys the next woke person.
Who the hell let you back on this campus?
public sidewalk.
So nobody invited you here? Officers, if nobody invited him here, can we ask him to leave this campus? Is this being handled?
Steven, you're a hero.
You're a hero? Who the f said that? Raise your hand! Raise your hand if you're so f***ing proud of it! Have you ever been raped? Then shut the f*** up!
I'm gonna have to interrupt this minute. That's a good question.
That would be awesome. But like, why is he allowed on our campus if this isn't even like an organized event? No, I am not part of this event. You're not mad?
I understand.
So if I called you and said somebody raped me, you wouldn't be mad?
Well, you just twisted my words and I didn't say that.
And rape culture exists, and you're telling me 1 in 1,000? I can tell you that's bullshit.
1 in 1,900.
Do you see 1,900 people standing here? I can guarantee you, multiple people right here have been raped, and this is not 1,900 people.
Okay, how can you guarantee?
When you start screaming instead of having a normal debate, well, we already know who won that argument. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.